Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big hello to all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. So I finally got that Mercury lower unit in. I got the bearing carrier retaining screw in the mail. Got the Mercury all put together. I topped it off with gear oil, and I put just a little bit of Lubriplate 105 in the gear case, rubbed it all on the gears before I put the oil in it. This is engine assembly grease, and the reason why I did that is because I had a lot of new parts, you know, the gears and stuff, after it being pulled out and everything. And essentially what I did was made a good lower unit out of two that I have. I have a 35 here that I'm parting out because I need a couple of parts off of it for my Classic 50, my 1983. It's got this steering thing I'll show you, and I want it, and this 35 here, the throttle and all is all seized up and everything, but I'll strip it down to bare nothing because that tiller and parts and stuff will all work on my 50. So I'm going to part that one out. I got an old 4-stroke Yamaha long shaft. I think it's a 25-inch shaft with a high thrust propeller. I actually got a couple of these around here, but the one I own. And I started it, and it runs good, but it's got frozen transom clamps. It's got the pull cord on it's about, it's about 1.5 feet long, so that needs, I got a lot of work to do on that. But in the meantime, if you remember in my last couple of videos, I had this Yamaha. It's an 8 horsepower, and the guy broke the middle of the transom tube and all. He busted that all up, and so I had to replace all that for him. He bought it brand new, the part, and I didn't have to pull the power head to do this job, but I did anyway because it made it that much easier for me to move the center part of the lower. It made it that much easier to move around, so I just pulled the power head off, put it out in my Connex, and then when I got the part in, I put it all back together. It came out pretty nice. It's an odd little motor. It's 8 horsepower, 4-stroker. Has no pull start, only electric, and it has tilt. And it's one of the fastest tilts I've ever seen. But yeah, so I had to take all that apart. New bushings, new this and everything. So I'm going to show you this motor. Alright, let me put my lights on. So there's that motor. This is what I had to replace. And with that, that's all the tilt. And you can see I had to replace, I had to get all this apart. And boy, it came apart hard. I'm talking beaten chisels. I put a spacer in here and cleaned it all up. I had to replace this tube that goes across here. And like I said, I pulled the power head off and everything just so I could maneuver this around. But I'm going to show you this tilt on this thing. Let me get you lowered down. So, this has got to be one of the fastest tilting motors I think I've ever seen. Whoa, don't touch the leads together. But yeah, that thing, it's quick. So, she's a little 8-horse Yamaha. So that one's ready. I got these unhooked so I could test it. So that one's pretty much ready to go. The Mercury. Waiting for that guy to come pick it up. As you can see, it now has a complete lower unit. And then I also had to repair this convoluted tilt unit. which is mounted to the boat, not the motor. You can see hoses, wires, everything, junction boxes. So I had to take off those bad solenoids, but I got it all. So let's give her a run. She runs out pretty good, shifts good. Everything works now like it's supposed to. So just waiting for him to pick that one up. There's my Yamaha that I want to get to, but first I got to take care of that little 8 right there. Needs a water pump or something. It ain't cooling. That one I finished. That one I finished. This one I have not finished. I don't even know who owns it. It was brought here by a crewman on some fishing vessel who said, oh, by the way, it's not my motor, it's so-and-so. Never have heard from that person. Then, there's my jet. I got to put a carburetor on that 15. The 20's ready to go. The 9.9 has shifting issues. And this one I got to get to a water pump. 25. So that's going to be my week coming up. Little 8. But this one, pull cord and stuff. This guy parting it out. You remember the Yamaha was laying on my table? Well, here it is. This is the part that was broke. And it was broke good. So I got it all back together. And so that's going to be my week coming up. And as always, there can be something else pop in here. I never know. You never know what's coming across. So that's going to be my week coming up. Let's give that Mercury a quick run, but before we do this, I got the hat on. It's Christmas in October again. Let's look at them. There she is. It's a little 7.5 guy brought in here. Nice cable tiller throttle. But this one, oh, it's got a hole in it. Let's say right in here, it got some con rod sticking there with half a piston. So she chucked her rod, but there's lots of good parts on that puppy, and I'm thinking I have a power head for it. So there she is. Nice little Johnson. I got another one. Uh-oh. What is that? That is one salty. Johnny Rude. Evanson. Salt. Good part. Good part. Good part. Good part. Bottom card probably ain't no good, but that top one I think will survive. It's got the rectum fire on it. It's got the relays for the tilt. It's got a tilt. She's salty. But I already know a customer that needs this hood. So he's going to get that. Got a solenoid. I bet I find some other good parts on this thing. You understand. Good stuff. So I'll be parting that one out. Take all them good pieces parts. Okay, you see the plums up there? The very top. There ain't many left on that tree, Because all the ones that were over there, and over there, and over there, and over there, I picked them ones. But there's still a few more I got to get up there, you see. Yeah, there's still about half gallon on that tree that I'm going to get. My friend George brought me a big old bamboo cane pole, and I'm going to put a hook on it. And today's date, I think, is around October 18th. There's some right up in there. So there's a few more I gotta get. I'm gonna get them plums. Okay, there's my plums. Told you I was gonna get them plums. Get them big beauties. Ain't them awesome? And if you want to know, you say, what do you do with them plums? That's what I do. That's plum cinnamon butter jam. I'm gonna can some of these ones whole too, I think. But I got me them plums. Ain't them sweet looking? Jam. We be jamming. Well, I got me a little John boat. It's really, really swell. I got a 7 1/2 Johnson, man. It runs really well. Well, I took it out on that lake. Man, that Johnson really purrs. I sure do love my John boat, man. I hope that you love yours. John boat. Okay, so that's gonna be some of the stuff I got coming up in my next couple of videos. Never know what's gonna pop in. Things could change. One other thing I wanted to point out that I'm gonna be doing is my little 7 1/2 Johnson. I got the decals for it. So I got that. I got the water pump impeller for it. So I finally started getting some parts in. So we're gonna get that little 7 1/2 Johnson all sanded down, wire wheeled. I got a new throttle on it. Power head's good to go and ready to go, so we're going to get that. And then I just wanted to say thank you to all the subscribers, those who have been commenting for your kind words and everything. I appreciate it. So that's going to be my next few videos. And get out on the water, be safe, and let the kid drive the boat. Thanks for watching.